Hi, this is Ernie again. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. A lot of my followers have asked this question, so I'm going to make a short video. The main question is it safe to have stocks or even ETFs? I think there are some people who might have heard stories about people losing tons and tons of money, maybe playing options, or buying something super risky. But I'm going to show you one chart that's going to help you understand the difference between putting your money into savings account versus into bonds and stocks, and predominantly in stocks. And of course, just like every advertisement you probably see, past performance does not guarantee future performance. But this is a good indication of what will happen if you invest. This is a chart that has been created by T. Rowe Price. It's one of those fund management company. So if you're ever curious, just go to them. You'll be able to look at all the ins and outs of how this was calculated and what it means to have money market and etc. So money market is very similar to savings account. So we're just going to use that as a benchmark, almost equivalent to you having savings account at a bank. This one is holding bonds, purple one. And then of course you have 60% stocks and 40% bonds allocation, and all of them in stocks. So if you are to have $10,000 in the beginning, and what will happen over 30 years? And this is what you will get. $10,000, if you put them in stocks or predominantly in ETFs, you might get somewhere around $181,000. But if you put that into bond and stocks, you're going to get about $100,000. If you put it into bonds, and you'll get about $36,000. Or if you put it into money market or savings account, you'll get about $20,000. So as you can see, it's dramatic. There's a dramatic difference between when you invest and just putting into savings account. And I also want to point out, there are times when it will fluctuate. It will go up and come down. I think this was the internet boom and bust. And this particular one, I'll point it out with a pen. This one was the mortgage crisis. Yeah, things tanked a lot, but everything came back up. And then if you come over here, there was the COVID, and I forget what this one was. Maybe this was COVID. But stock will fluctuate. Stock and bond will fluctuate. But if you're able to weather all the ups and downs, you'll be able to get a very handsome return. So the key takeaway is, if you put your money into ETFs, such as VOO, that's a low-cost S&P 500 fund, or SPY, you'll be able to get a very good return. In this particular case, 9 times the return of what you will get if you were to put it into your savings account. But I understand this might be scary for some of you who have never done this. So my suggestion is to not put all your savings into ETFs and into a brokerage account, but maybe put a small percentage of your savings into ETFs and see how that money grows, so that you'll be able to test it out and see whether this is the right thing for you to do. Hopefully this was useful. Hopefully this will give you one additional piece of information so that you'll be able to make right decisions, whether to invest or not. And then I'll provide more around a DRIP, which is going to be very useful. And this is something that you probably have to select when you open a brokerage account, but I'll explain that in another video. Hope this was useful, and then thank you for watching.